What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back with the Desolation map. And it's all happening. It's all happening right now. Things are in development, guys. It's an exciting time. First of all, the update is coming out. Yeah. I was just watching Microsoft Studios stream the new update. It looks pretty cool. I mean, we all know what's going to be in the update already. They released a changelog. If you haven't seen the changelog, you got to go check that out. All sorts of new stuff is in there. And I watched them stream it for a little while. It's pretty cool. Didn't get too much information, but it seems like this update will be out this week. I mean, I'm not going to promise it. They wouldn't promise it. They didn't want to put a release date. They didn't want to say a date because you never know what Microsoft is going through. You know, it might not pass cert testing, and then they're going to look stupid if it doesn't come out on that date. So they wouldn't say, but I get the feeling, based on past history, that Friday is going to be the day. That is my prediction. You guys can take that to the bank. Alright, so what I'm doing today, guys, is I'm working on the mall some more. I know I worked on the mall yesterday. It's really dark in here. But, this week I really want to make a mall push. This mall has just been sitting here for so long. So long, just sitting here. It's time to get stuff done. I've done a lot of work as far as infrastructure. We're going to have this staircase here. I'm going to do a lot more to cover this up. And this will go to the food court. The food court's going to go up here, right in the middle. Yeah. The third floor is not going to be like the whole thing. It's just going to be in the middle here, the food court. I still need to finish up Nordy's. Oh, I'm not looking forward to the Nordy's. Not looking forward to the Nordy's, guys. But it will get done this week. Now, what I wanted to show you was what we've got progress-wise in the mall. It might not look like too much. I got a staircase. You're like, oh, big deal, Bean. You got a staircase. That's not all I got. You got the glowstone ocean. The glowstone goes for miles and miles in every direction. Alright, what do we have down here? Very much work in progress. Very much work in progress. Need I say, guys, the game is open. Right? The game is open. Now, if you want to come see this place and I'm not on your friends list, I'm sorry, my friends list is full. You can still add me and be a follower, but if you want to get in the game, you're going to have to add up someone who is in the game already. One of my friends, Whiskerum, is a good one to add. Stale Raisin's a good one to add. They're usually in my game. All sorts of people coming through. Let's get on the juice and show you what we got. Now, I want to take this time to thank everyone who helped me make this ice rink possible. This skating rink. Now, we're not done. We got a lot more to do in here. In fact, I'm going to start working on it while I talk to you guys. This was a very group thing. I want to thank Ejaws for helping to excavate the area. Same with Lady Darkrain. Thank you, Lady. Who else helped? Was it Aiden? No, was it Vanilla Bean? I forget. But a lot of people helped. Moosh Cow helped. Sage sort of helped. Sort of. Sage on us. So Moosh Cow helped. Thank you, Moosh Cow. A lot of people came through and we got this ice rink done pretty quickly. I must say, guys. Now, for longtime fans, you might remember that this skating rink, this whole mall, in fact, is a dedication to my favorite zombie movie of all time, Dawn of the Dead, the George Romero version. Not the remake. The remake's actually pretty good, but it doesn't have the scariness, okay? It doesn't have the scariness that the original Dawn of the Dead has. I mean, George Romero invented the genre. Stands to reason that he would make the best movies in that genre. For those of you who don't know, George Romero was the director of Night of the Living Dead. This is a movie that came out, was it late 60s, early 70s? Was that it? Late 60s, I want to say. And it was in black and white, and it was basically, for all intents and purposes, it was the first zombie movie. And basically the theme was, I think they're in Pennsylvania somewhere, and a brother and sister go to the cemetery to pay their respects to their parents, I guess, who are buried. And Barbara is just so distraught, you know, and she sees this man at the cemetery, and he's like acting really strange, like he's drunk or something, or he's trying to get gropey, you know what I'm saying? So she kind of like runs away from him, and you know the brother is acting all like macho about it. Oh, Bob, are you scared of the man? You know, and but it turns out the man is a zombie, He eats the brother. Well, in so many words. Barbara is like running, screaming. She finds like a farmhouse where other people are like holed up in the house because the apocalypse is happening. At least that's what they think. And there's zombies everywhere. And they gotta survive the night. It's the first zombie movie. A lot of you guys are gonna be turned off of it because it's black and white. In fact, I was turned off of it because it's black and white. I'm like, oh, it's an old movie from the 60s. Who wants to watch that? Who wants to watch a movie from the 60s? What's the point? You know, it's gonna be cheesy and lame, and, you know, it doesn't have the cool effects, you know. The zombies don't look like Walking Dead zombies, you know. So who wants to watch it? That's how I was. Guys, it is the reason that Walking Dead exists. The movie is awesome. Awesome. Do not be dissuaded by the fact that it's old or that it's black and white. Go watch. If you're a fan of the zombie genre, go watch Night of the Living Dead. It is the ultimate. It is the first. It paved the way for everything that is to come after it. You know, there'd be no Call of Duty zombies if it wasn't for this movie. Keep that in mind, kids. Yeah, go watch that if you're a fan of horror and you haven't seen it. And of course, there was some sequels. There was what came after that? So there's Night of the Living Dead, then there was Dawn of the Dead, and then there was Day of the Dead. And Day of the Dead, it was okay. It kind of took the genre into a new direction. Anyone who knows about Bub, who knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, zombies had never done that before. So, zombies, one of my favorite genres. Guys, I have a confession to make, though. I don't know if I should even tell you, but I stopped watching Walking Dead. Yes, I did. I stopped watching it. I'm done. For several reasons. I mean, it's just... How can I put this? The entire reason for the show, the entire reason for the show's existence is so that they can have a cliffhanger at the end of each Sunday. That's the entire reason for the show's existence, is to build up to a cliffhanger. So instead of telling real stories in the right amount of time, you know what I mean? Instead of telling the story that they want to tell, they tell the story that will result in the best cliffhanger for that week, so that you feel like you have to tune in next week to see what happens to Glenn or whatever, you know? So the comic was sort of like that. The comic would end on a huge cliffhanger always, and that's kind of why they're doing that with the show. And I get it. You know, it makes for better ratings. It makes for, people are talking about it more. You know, people are around the water cooler, they're discussing Walking Dead because of these cliffhangers. So they depend on the cliffhangers, of course. But in the comic, you know, they do the same thing, but it's a little different because the comic, at least in the way I do it, is I save them up. Oh yes, guys, I save them up. I have 4 unread Walking Deads just sitting here, and I could read them at a moment's notice. Okay, whenever I feel like I can read The Walking Dead, and you know what? I don't have to be subjected to the cliffhangers. Of course, you can do the same thing with the show. You can save up the show for 4 years, but you're gonna have spoilers. Someone's gonna spoil it for you, so it's not really doable with the show. With the comic, guys, the Walking Dead comic is like a gem in the sand. It's a gem sitting in a sea of sand, and all of you people are so distracted by all the sand, i.e. the show. You're so distracted by the show, the fake sand, that you don't see the diamond in the rough. Okay, it's a weird metaphor, but like in your mind, okay, imagine a diamond is like barely poking out of the desert, and you're starving. You don't have any water. Hey, what's going on here? Get out of here! Stop that! You don't have any water, and you're parched. You're dehydrated. You're about to die. You don't see the gem sticking out of the sand, right? Okay, it's a weird metaphor. Hang with me, but that gem is the comic book, and that comic book, guys. Can I just say, as far as comics go, one of the coolest things. So the metaphor I'm saying is the sand is everywhere. Everyone's talking about the show and how awesome the show is. That people don't realize that the show came from somewhere. The guy who's writing for the show is the same guy who wrote the comics, who's writing the comics. And the reason the comics are so good is for the elements of storytelling that he does. I mean, I can't explain it to you guys, but there's a lot of moral stories and lessons in the comic book. And every single volume of the comic has something to teach us about humanity, the nature of humanity. That is somewhat in the show, but not really. It's kind of been replaced by shock value stuff. It's been replaced by characters who their story isn't what keeps your attention. Is their booty. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I mean, guys. Their character isn't complex, but their booty is. You know what I mean? That's the way the show operates. So it's not as good as the comic. No way. No way. If anyone out there, if you know how to read, I recommend The Walking Dead to you. If you know how to read, I recommend it. If you don't know how to read, you won't like it as much. But if you do know how to read, you're going to love it. You are going to love it. Okay, so I've been talking about zombies. Let's talk about this ice skating rink a little bit. The reason why I just started talking about the Day of the Dead, or Dawn of the Dead, excuse me, is because I'm basing this mall off of the mall in that movie. I mentioned that in past videos in this series. And the mall in the movie's got an ice skating rink in it. And actually they come down here because there's a gun store in the mall. I don't want to spoil everything for you. I'll say this part. They come down here because there's a gun store in the mall and they practice their shooting. So this, in the movie, is not an ice skating rink. It's a shooting range. Oh, that's how cool the movie is, guys. Go see Dawn of the Dead. Go watch all of George Romero's movies. Seriously. You will not be disappointed. You gotta trust me on this, guys. If you like zombies and you haven't seen the originals, go learn about the original zombies. Okay, Stale Raisin's helping me out here. I think that's enough for this video. I know I didn't get much building done. I just want to put a little bit of texture into this roof. We had a flat, boring roof, or ceiling, I should say. Ceiling. Why do you have to do it right where I'm doing it, Stale? This is what I don't get about my helpers. I will be doing something, and you guys come and, take over what I'm doing. Can't you go do it somewhere else? I mean, you see what I'm doing, right? Yeah, go that way. There you go. Come on! Alright, anyway. I'm excited. Update is coming this week. Mark my words. Friday. I'm saying Friday. I'm putting my name on the line, my reputation on the line. I'm saying Friday. It's coming. Plan for Friday, guys. Okay. That's it for me. Let's do a little pan out. Let's take a look at what we got in here. Stale's going to be working on it. We got some bleachers. Put a lot of detail in here. There's going to be some locker rooms where you can change. Because, this is an ice skating rink where people come to skate, right? But, they can also have hockey games here or something like that, Also need to make a door about here. Anyway, we'll do that later. Right now, we gotta sign off for this video. I gotta say thank you guys for watching. Get ready for some mall. The mall is coming together. I'm gonna put some more detail on this roof. Expect a lot of mall videos this week, guys. I want to get the mall done. I just want it over. Look at the PvP potential in here. Come on now. All these stores will have stuff. Oh, man, it's going to be so cool. I've never been so excited to go to the mall ever in my life. So that's going to be the video for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. As always, you always have been phenomenal. Thank you for your comments and your likes and all the things. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Minecrafting. Go away, God's Gamer.